Hello, my name is Joshua Stuckey, and my short story presentation is on Charles, written by Shirley Jackson. Shirley Jackson has written many short stories and books, some of which are The Lottery, The House, and a great deal of others. Shirley Jackson wrote this book, or short story, in first person from the perspective of the mother of a little boy named Larry, who is also the main character of Charles. Some of the setting of this story is over a 2 to 3 week span, which is spreading between Larry's school and his house. Some of the characters are Larry's dad and mother, his teacher, his classmates, and Charles. The plot is Larry is just starting to go to kindergarten, and he comes home every day for the next couple weeks talking about how bad Charles was. About 2 weeks through, he finally comes home and says Charles did something nice for once. He passed out crayons in kindergarten. And a couple days later, he went back to his bad ways and did a bunch of stuff like throwing chalk and kicking people for that. At the next PTA meeting that his parents went to, they found the teacher and said, "Hey, do you know who's Charles? Do you have your hands full of Charles? I mean, how do you handle somebody like that?" And she says, "We don't have any students by the name of Charles." And I thought this story was kind of ironic how, in the end, Charles ended up being Larry, and a couple of the literary devices used in Charles were imagery, how Larry comes home and gives a brief description of the classroom and everything that Charles is doing in it. Another literary device is irony, which is how, in the end, Larry ends up being Charles. The theme of another literary device is hyperbole, which is when he exaggerates how when he comes home late, it's because Charles did something mean and stayed after school, and everybody stayed with him to avoid blame. Metaphor in this is when he comes home and starts talking to his parents and says, "Hey, Pop, you old dust mop," and a bunch of other kooky things like that. The theme that I found in this story was that words can be deceiving, and in how Larry used them like a web to keep his mom and dad from finding out that he was actually Charles. My reaction to the story was, I thought it was amazingly funny, and how everything comes through, and Larry ends up doing all these terrible things to his classmates and to his teacher. Now I'm going to show you my bibliography. Thanks for watching.